How's it going, guys? Welcome to another episode of Kream Access as we take you behind the scenes with this gorgeous Bentley GT Speed. I don't even know where to start with this build. This car has had extensive damage to the vehicle in its life. The client that's brought the car to me bought the car damaged from salvage, and you know, as most people that buy cars from salvage, they buy it because they feel they're getting a good deal, a bargain. But in this case, unfortunately, that wasn't the case. He actually paid a very large price for the car and had no idea what he was going to be in for. He didn't know me at the time. Tried to get the car repaired by various different garages out there. None of them wanted to entertain it. That's how bad the car was, and he came across my profile, not on Instagram, but just the company profile through mutual people that we knew, and he gave us a ring. Initially, I didn't want to entertain it, to be fair, because these jobs are extremely long-winded, and they take up a lot of time. They take up space. They hog the workshop. 9 times out of 10, they're more headache than they're worth. But this guy was, adamant that he wanted us to do the job. He knew about our reputation and our portfolio, and didn't want the car going anywhere else. So eventually I gave in, took the car on, and as you'll see here, this is the extent of the damage when it first came to me. I mean, even when I saw pictures of the car, I wasn't expecting to see what I saw when the car came to us in this state. As soon as the car came off the truck and we opened the boot, the inside of the car was just completely mangled, the boot area, and it was just a massive job. Now, when I say massive, I'm talking about to a degree where Bentley themselves didn't want this car back on the road, and they weren't entertaining us with the parts. As time went on, there was an extensive parts list that was needed. It was probably 20 odd grand's worth of parts that went into the car. We had to end up cutting an entire quarter section of the car off. The rear quarter, not the outer quarter, the whole inner leg section of the car had to be cut off right through the boot, in the boot floor, underneath the rear seats, and a whole quarter section of the car had to be stitched and molded in. That was a job in itself, but in order to do that, we had to completely strip the mess, cut it all off, get all the mechanics out, all the running gear on the back, the rear axle, the subframe, diff, absolutely everything, the tank. It all had to come out. The interior was obviously stripped as well. Eventually got there in the end. It did take a long time, but we worked on it alongside other builds and projects that we was working on, along with insurance and everyday run-of-the-mill stuff that keeps the body shop going. But nonetheless, I'm really happy with how the job turned out. The customer's over the moon, which is what it's all about, essentially, and it was a job well done all round. So really happy. The guys in my shop, the whole team, done an amazing job with this car. Don't think I'll be taking another one in a hurry. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.
This beautiful day, I'm gonna prep this beautiful Bentley for spraying. A little things to do before prepping the primer, a little bit of small details, but everything is good. So we're going there. Hello. Working on this Bentley, and because it's a very difficult color, we have to blend on the front wings, and because we're doing the front wings, we make sure everything is gonna be perfect for the final painting. We done last night the door shot, and we have only the exterior now. The last touchings for the final. That's it really.
Hey! Listen.
Something in a sound.
Drink enough beers before the game, what you call that? Georgie best MC. Listen, I don't rest MC, you man sleep. That's why you're not the best MC, you man.
Right guys, so it's the big day today. It's been a massive labour of love. You've been watching the video, of course. You've seen how far we've got with the car. And today's a big day. It's going to go into paint. Pablo, man, is ready here. Paint's the gun.
Yes.
How you feeling, Pablo?
Paint have gone. I'm waiting for spray. After the spray, I think it's good. Today I am painting.
Are you happy with the car?
Yes, everything is ready. Masking, panorama, every dirty, everything is ready.
As you explained, he's gone through all the stages of blocking and flatting, 240, 320, 800, 1200, wet flat. The car is now ready, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so good luck. Pablo, good luck.
Good luck.
Nice job. We'll come and check you when you're finished.
Yes.
Looking forward to it.
I was in the shadows, I came to the light with a path of spitters who wanna be first and never be last. I've been ahead of the game, I've been ahead of the craft, I wanna laugh. Come sailing along like a boss with a floor, I'm like, you're with a brass, I'm a striker, you're with a pass, you're my triple A pass.
Right guys, so as you can see, what a beautiful paint job Pablo has achieved on the car. Pablo, top marks to you, mate. Absolutely love it. I've come in this morning, they've already demasked the car because the car's got to come out so we can get on with other work. But yeah, in a nutshell, the car looks absolutely amazing. I am so pleased with it. The lines are flowing perfectly. There's no ripples in the car or any of the panels, the bodywork, the filler work, all the repairs that we've done is absolutely spot on all around the car. So you'll get to appreciate, obviously, once we build the car back up. We've got the bumpers to paint next, side skirts and bits and pieces, bonnet. And once that's done, then we can start assembling. What do you reckon, Noah? Do you like it?
It's sick.
It's sick, yeah? Like the man says, it's sick. Spud me, fam. Yeah, boy.
Right, let's do that. Stick it out.
Shark attack, yeah? Shark attack. Go on, boy. Okay, so yeah. See you very shortly when the car is being finished off. Looking forward to it.
Sitting with a scarf, listen up, I ain't normal, I'm sicker than my boss. Driven myself crazy, I've been in every corner, I like to fly by on my black, yeah, my heart, that's swinging. Some man do the crime and talk, but that's singing. Not many man have been in the wars that I've been in. I can work here, but it's not a place that I can live in. Getting new money done, but I've already made a killing, I've already made a scene, I already live a dream. And the King's Road's lonely, you can't go with him when it's time for a test. Man, I gotta move swiftly, cause you don't want a knife in your chest. In the hood, every day is heroin, living like they're dead, made it. Now you're lying in your bed, it's like, yo, has anybody seen my flow right here? Cause life in your ears like earplugs, keep myself away like rear dubs. What makes you scared? I'm sure fear does. On the real though, I stand up and facing the little time I see this why I ain't crazy.
Supervise.
Since you've been working really hard lately, we'd like to present you with a nice gift from us.
Gift?
Yeah.
Catch gift,
To keep you on your toes.
okay.
Kind of makes sense. Keep you on your toes.
On the go.
Keep you working on the go.
Sketches.
Nice pair of Skechers.
These baby.
After those valuable feet. Very nice. We've got your nice work-looking shoes as well.
Yeah.
Black. So every time they get a little bit rough, you just sat and black them.
Okay.
Got a lot in it.
Lovely.
Try them on for size.
What about these babies? These brand new Slazengers.
Yeah, Dave, come and join us. Got a pair for you as well, mate. We didn't forget about you, Dave. We didn't forget about you.
I'm working.
Told you people fix it.
No, we don't do fashion.
There you go, Dave. Just to give you a token of our appreciation. A nice pair of Skechers. Check those babies out. These are specially designed for work.
Yeah.
So like I was telling you before, you can just sat and black them every time they get a little bit rough.
Just the part, don't they?
Lovely. I want to see how they feel.
You wanted to put them on there? Yep, just perfect fit.
Would a 9 be better or 9.5's good?
No, it's good.
How they feel?
Fine.
You work walking on air. Right. Hope we get another 20 years out of you.
front end all finished. We're going to move on now to the doors.
Right, time for the airbag to go back in.
It's been quite a problem because the car come dismantled and we don't know what went in it. But we'll sort that out.
We're trying to film here.
Now on with the door trim.
Yeah!
They're going in with the rear seats.
3-6 Mafia! Mafia! What the world been waiting on, man? It's going down! We gonna let you know how we make it come! Hey!
Of the interior jigsaw is now finished. I've one more bolt to do up on the front seat and I think that is everything. We've had a few issues with some lost wires and switch issues, but everything's sorted now and everything is working.
It's so loud! Ooh, I'ma act a damn fool, yeah! Yes, sir. A new road tonight. I got my money looking right, but I ain't trying to fight. But if a sucker touch me, best believe it's on. Kick, crack, crush a dome with a bottle of Patron. Right here, right now, quick, fast, in a hurry. Hit the sucker so hard, I made his vision get blurry. I'm too clean for this, I'm too lean for this. Figure it would happen, so I brought my team for this.
Yourself, I'm the realest player, trap star, selling the biggest bricks. I'm the realest player, rap bar, smoking purplish. Step up in the club, I got love, cause I'm rich. A girl between my legs, doing me up like I'm licorice. 25 stacks at the bar, ice on my wrist.
In the last few days of the car, hopefully by tomorrow the car will be completely boxed up and finished and we'll just need a wash and obey. Today Paul will be fitting up the last few bits on the tailgate. Everything is absolutely working, which is really good. I was a little bit concerned about that because the balloon was so badly damaged in the boot that we had to repair a lot of it and had to replace so much of it as well. But thankfully it's all working, all the lights, the boot mechanism, the lock, absolutely everything is working. So Paul's going to spend another couple of hours on that to get that on. Chris has put the boot subwoofer back in, the interior's gone back in there as well, a couple of few odds and sods in there, that will be done. The boot will be closing up that. I've got my man James working on the interior at the moment. You see the screens out as well, and that will go back in once James has finished recolonizing the whole interior. That's going in tomorrow. Come over here, see my man James on the job, doing his thing as always.
Cleaning up the interior, gonna put it back to original, what it was normally like. Get all the dust off, obviously, some dents and digs around, a couple of repairs. Look at the camera in there, there's one up here. A little bits of damage around, so we're going to sort that out. Colonise what needs colonising and put it back to it.
James is a man when it comes to bringing car interiors back to life, especially leather interiors that have got coloured stitching. He gets around all that, and the idea is to, where this is a new car anyway, the interior is in pretty much new condition, except the fact that it's been sat around a long time in repair shops before even coming to us. So It just needs a very, very good thorough clean, recolonise, and just tackle some of the damages that are on the leather in certain areas. But that's it, and that'll be the interior done.
Get your braided hair and wig split. Back up in my Chevy, brains blown out. Peanut butter, riding high, staying high. I'm talking like a strong ass motherfucker. Throw your hood up, get strong ass motherfucker.
Are you ready for the first test?
Best for them, ready for the honours.
How good does it feel to see that?
Never thought of
Throw your hood up, get strong ass motherfucker. Throw your hood up, get strong ass motherfucker. Hold your drinks up, get strong ass motherfucker. Hold your drinks up, lean back ass motherfucker. Turn that bottle up, lean back ass motherfucker. Turn that bottle up, throw them stacks up. Man, right, what? Throw them stacks up. Man, right, what? Goose stepping loose, go no patrol. Money in my pocket and all up in
As you can see, the car is immaculate, being restored and painted and all the rest of it. What do you reckon, Chris?
Yeah.
So before the car goes out, me and Chris, we're going to go around and give the whole car a ceramic coating. The car's been completely detailed, mocked and polished for its final time. As you know, the car's been painted for quite some time now, and it's sat here for a while, which has enabled the paint to cure properly. It's had plenty of time. So we've gone around and polished it and detailed it anyway, bringing the paintwork shine up to showroom standard. And we're now going to apply the ceramic coat, which you can see here by G-Technic. So that's a crystal serum, which is what we're applying now. Section at a time, so you can see we're just doing sections at a time because you can't do the entire panel in one hit. And then when that goes off, we're going to leave it for a few hours and give it the EXO hybrid coating, which is a secondary top coating to sort of seal it all in and lock it all in place. Not only that, with this car we're going to go the further mile, and we're going to give the entire glass, the headlights, the chrome trims, absolutely everything in this car is going to get a special coating. So once we finish with the secondary EXO hybrid coat on the car, we're going to go around and do all the glass and all the lights and all the chrome trims as well. So yeah, really happy with how this turned out. The car looks absolutely flawless. The paintwork is just
Perfect.
perfect. That's the point.
Yalma.